Go ahead and apologize ahead of time if the video quality is a little poor. I'm having to use my old phone because the battery on my good phone is completely dead. I don't know what's wrong with it. It has been dying very quickly. I do believe there's something wrong with my phone. Could have something to do with the fact I dropped it hard enough that there's a dent in it there and there's a crack in it down there. So what we're going to talk about is this knife here. I do know that it's a clone, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the finish on this. I thought I would show you this. There's some, I think my dog is broken. I think something's broken. Something's broken in my dog. Cayenne, what's wrong with you? Are you alive? There's some activity. Some activity. Okay, guys. So there's two knives I wanted to show you. I'm going to get the tripod, but one of them is what I did to my Gent folder, and one of them is what I did to this, and you can always tell a weird knife guy because they have just random bottles of acetone. I broke into this knife that I was going to ship today because I forgot to do this. So let me get the tripod set up so we can take a good look at that. That was a phone call from my doctor. So we're going to take a look at this knife. This is going to be just a quick video. This is something I wanted to show you. Two quick things that I have done. Business has been incredibly slow. You could tell by the fact that on a Thursday, I just posted up a video of me playing a video game. I'm waiting on a package. There's a package that's supposed to be showing up. UPS. I want to be here for it. It's supposed to be here before noon. That's the last update. Yes, I did trim my beard. I'm trying not to look homeless. Here's the thing. The amount of money I've made in the last 2 weeks. If a homeless dude shook his cup at me, I'd be upset because it'd be him showing off that he has more money than me. But here's what we're going to do. I am going to get the old tripod set up, and we're going to take a look at the old tripod fits this phone better. We're going to take a quick look at these two things, my Gent and this clone that I did. And so that you guys know, while I'm against clones and knockoffs, I'm not going to turn away business. You want me to sharpen them, refinish them, I'm going to do them. But the thing is, I'm real happy with how this came out. That's why I'm going to show you. So, phone always rings when I'm doing a video. Here we go. Going to turn this around and show you. First things first. This is my knife. And I did post this. I posted this on... I actually posted it on the Mastrop forums. I took my Gent, and my Gent was just... The only problem I had with the Gent was how shiny it was. It was just a little bit too much with that satin finish. And so all I did was I took it, and I thought a good, heavy blast and stonewash would really set off that edge. It gives it so much contrast with that mirrored edge. So basically all I did was I blasted and stonewashed my thing. So my Gent. So I will say that if you want that done, or if you decide you're going to do it yourself, be careful when you refinish things that were either satin or polished before. It really affects the action. It took a good bit of, because I did not mask off the detent track on mine. Lesson learned. I definitely will mask off a little bit. It took a lot of break back in. Oh, well, pretty much on any knife. When you refinish it, it's gonna feel a little different. This still feels a little different. Action on it's still really smooth. What I did was I took the lock scale back off, and I just put pressure on that lock bar and just worked it and worked it and worked it. Now it's not got as much grit now, but I mean it took a little bit of work. Just something you guys will want to keep in mind if you have a knife that I refinish, if anybody refinishes. Action may change a little bit because it's basically going to have to break back in. Especially if there's any blasting, tumbling, stonewash involved. It's going to change the way it feels a little bit for a while until it breaks back in. Now this is the one I really wanted to show. Now this is, I know guys, it is a clone. But the thing is, meat is meat, the man's got to eat. This was work that came in, the guy asked me to do it, and I was like, you know what, there's a lot of things that could be done to this because this stitch clone has got a lot of angles and things like that on it. I just wanted to show you guys, I think it came out amazing.
So what I did was I did black and red. The red doesn't come out real great on camera on the scales, but I did red on all the hardware, on all the screws, and then I did black and red on the blade. So let me see. This might just need this. Is that cleaner? So the guy said he wanted kind of a Sith Stitch clone. And then, of course, yeah, I sharpened it. Because anytime you do something on a blade, you're going to have to refine it. But, I mean, it came out really good. Now, I've had people in the comments section of Instagram, well, I'm not going to comment as to the merits of the knife. I really don't know. I didn't carry it. I didn't cut with it. I've seen the stitch. It's an okay knife. I'm not going to comment as to how this is because it is a clone. But a little bit of red contrast on the backspacer. I'm not gonna lie, doing hardware, because I even did the stop pin, it sucks. doing all of it red like that, it really sucked. All that hardware, it's not fun. It's tedious, and I did not charge. The guy's a college kid. That's why he has a clone. I approve of clones. I approve of clones a lot better because it's not marked. But the thing that I thought came out the coolest were the thumb studs, because they stayed black in the center and red around, and then there's that black right there. All in all, I think this knife came out really, really attractive. So, but like I said, I'm not going to comment as to how nice the clone is because that's not what I do. I will say that there's some weirdness to the way it was assembled. One of the pockets for the bearings was not as big as the others, and so the washer did not drop down in. It sits on the surface, so there's some weirdness to that. But yeah, these Gents, they come out really nice when you stonewash them. I'm gonna do my pocket clip today. Pocket clip's still too shiny. I want it all to be basically kind of stonewashed to match with the liners. So. All right, guys, that's it. I think that my package is supposed to be here by noon. I hope it is, because I really need to get to the shop. I'm going to do some stuff. I have a guy named Jason sent me a crux that he wants me to do. After he saw this, he really wants something kind of special on his crux. I'm going to work on that for him today, this afternoon. I don't have anything else. There's nothing else on the bench. I have one knife in right now. That's it. So if this keeps up too much longer, I'm going to have to find a job. Like an actual job. Like I'm going to have to quit this. I don't know, guys. It's kind of disparaging. I mean, if this isn't going to happen, then it's not going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I mean, like I may actually have to get a job. So we'll see. All right, guys. I can't sit around and play video games waiting on packages to show up. We'll see what happens this next couple weeks. So still nothing from that gentleman that said he wanted one of these. Let me pull out the sheet so you can see. Said he wanted one of these. Nothing. I cut out the blank. That blank is now going to go to Chris. Basically, any of those that were left were spoken for. I'm going to talk to Dwayne and Eric and let them know that basically I'm not going to waste time. I don't have the time to waste. I already had done the work. I need the money, so I'm going to go ahead and start talking to those guys about paying the deposit. I don't know how long it's going to take to make those. Matt and Nico already spoke for a couple. Eric and Dwayne already said they want them, and my buddy Animal already spoke for the very first, the very first sea snake. Those might be something that are coming up later, guys. So I do have to get off of here. I have to get my stuff ready so that I can go to the shop after this package shows up. I'm not sure exactly. Guy just said he was sending me a package with stuff that he had a note in it. He was kind of quiet about what he wanted done. I don't know exactly what it is. It might be stuff that I'm going to refinish. It might be stuff I'm just sharpening. So, all right, guys, got to edit this together. Got to throw it up. There probably isn't going to be an intro. Don't worry about your dogs biting you. I'll talk to you all later. Take it easy.